If your health plan for 2026 involves detox teas, meal replacements, 21 days of liquid fasting, or white knuckling it your way through hunger, I would suggest stop right there. Hold up. Is that health accumulation? I think we already know that plan has failed many times over and over again. I think we need to go differently. So January is when motivation is highest. The gyms are packed out. The all or nothing mindset is sitting there right on the plate. And that leads back to where we were this time last year. We don't want to be there. Last year, we tried it. We tried it 5 years ago. We tried it 10 years ago. And here we are, up at the plate, trying it again. So today, what I want to give you is a whole food reset plan that actually works. Not for 7 days, but for the entire year and onward. We don't want to be led around by those same old cravings. We want to accumulate health. We want to move forward, go on to something greater, and have to think about our food every second, every day. No extremes, no gimmicks. I would suggest, please, we want to stop with the quick fix mindset mentality. It's not cool. Faithful, consistent reps accumulates health and transforms our health existence. So if you are confused with what to eat, given the 40,000 choices at the grocery store, I'm with you, totally understandable. I'm here to support breaking down that confusion. So this is the down and dirty. This is what you need to know. If you can understand this and follow through on it, life's going to get really good. First off, we drop the ultra processed foods. Shocker, I know. We leave them in the grocery store, on the grocery aisles. Now, I didn't say eat less or eat in moderation, right? I'm suggesting to choose to fill your cart with pure goodness. If it comes in a bag, in a box, wrapped in colorful packaging with little minions on it or little characters, probably want to pass on it. So if you see soybean oil, canola oil, corn oils, emulsifiers, if you see artificial flavors and colors, cornstarch, corn syrup, titanium dioxide, aspartame, sucralose, acetylsulfame K or ACE K, you want to pass. It's not food. It's for profit at your expense, at the expense of your body. This is bodily derangement, packaged colorfully. These foods, they hijack hundreds of signals. They spike insulin repeatedly. They deplete minerals and vitamins. They drive inflammation, the whole inflammatory cascade. There is no reason to put it in our body. There's plenty of delicious, nutritious food that we can consume that does not have these additives. They will sabotage any health goal related to fat loss, hormone balancing, energy, mood stabilization. And we can all use a lot of that, right? Some good whole mood stabilization. So the guardrail you want to put in place is, if your great grandmother would not consume it, would not recognize it, probably simply just pass on it. The soybean, the corn, the canola oils, they are industrial lubricants turned food, right? They're highly unstable. They cause oxidative stress to the cell membranes. They disrupt cell-to-cell communication, which, when cells do not communicate well, you feel in your being stress, tension, angst. Why is my clarity not there? That is cells that are not happy with each other. So those vegetable oils we talked about, it's a marketing lie. It has nothing to do with vegetables. Broccoli is a vegetable, kale, carrots, those are vegetables. It would be better named ultra-processed food in oil form that doesn't come from an animal and is meant to make you addicted. That's right. No, we're not holding back anymore. So we want to replace those with things like butter or tallow or ghee or extra virgin olive oil. If you're getting extra virgin olive oil, I would look for that COOC seal on it, the California Olive Oil Council seal. We don't need a concoction of powders to detox. What our liver, our kidneys would love, they would like us to just stop putting the poison in. That's step one of detoxification, is not putting poison in. Taking powders and concoctions while still putting poison in is ridiculous. So when it comes to your meals, put protein as your anchor, not powders, not bars, actual real food that we could say contains a high proportion of protein. I would build my meals around eggs, around beef, bison, buffalo, chicken, fish, lamb, turkey, water buffalo, whole fat, plain yogurt or kefir, or even cottage cheese. And you could use beans, lentils, really fine. The reason to do this is because these food substances are going to help stabilize our blood sugar. They're going to reduce cravings. They're going to preserve muscle mass. They're going to improve our satiety signals. So you finish a meal and you feel like, man, I'm actually satisfied. Praise the Lord. This is going to ensure when you eat these kind of foods that you have a sufficient reservoir of amino acids to serve the regenerative processes in your body. If your meals are built around caffeine and another snack item and floury, sugary ingredients, you're going to fail in your desire to accumulate health. 3 p.m. comes around and there's going to be no holding you back from those cravings. So bypass the high protein chips, the healthy cereals, the low fat substitutes, the artificial sweeteners. Go for the whole foods. Whole foods work because they were created for the sustaining of our being. We can subsist off of whole foods, of fruit, of vegetables, of meat, of seeds, of nuts. We can subsist. And if there's a particular vegetable, a particular fruit that you particularly enjoy, consume that one. You don't need to go consume something that you can just completely despise. I would definitely try new things. But if you like carrots, eat carrots. If you like apples, eat apples. Whole foods, they deliver nutrients in a synergistic form. They regulate our appetite naturally. They build resilience, not dependence. Like, I have to have that or I'm like crazy. No, we don't want to diet. This isn't about dieting. It's a return to literally what is normal for humans related to food, the behavior we ought to have. All right, so finally, I just want to remind you guys of movement. I talked about a week and a half ago or so about the keys to unlocking what your body is capable of. And one of those we discussed was the blessing of 10,000 steps a day. Maybe it's 9,500, maybe it's 11,500, but 10,000 steps, we need a number to go for. 10,000 steps a day for 30 days in the new year. If you haven't already acted on this, because we're already into the new year, today's the day to put it into motion. Why not? What do you have to lose? Get 300,000 steps in. See if you don't feel a whole lot better, a whole lot more invigorated, a whole more rewarded by that. I think it's boring is so beautiful and transformative. We go to all these shiny things. We don't need to. Walking improves insulin sensitivity. Walking lowers cortisol. Walking improves digestion. Walking is a necessary activity, just being a human. It enhances mental clarity. This is why the 10,000 steps challenge is on your table, waiting for you. You don't need some fancy watch. All you need, I would suggest, or I would advise, is to get a little $12, $14 pedometer, Walmart, Amazon, and stick it on your belt, on your pant line, and get to it. Next 30 days, no ultra-processed foods, no canola oil, soybean oil, corn oils. Those are just, who would ever want to consume those? Protein, get it at every meal in a whole food form. Track your steps daily. Like I said, just a simple $12 pedometer will do the trick. In fact, I find it does the trick better often than these watches and stuff that are $400. Eat your meat, your eggs, your fruit, your vegetables, consume your whole dairy, and enjoy the benefits. That is a nourished body. When you nourish our body, our mind becomes nourished. It becomes so much easier to make decisions we want to make related to life. No supplements required, no willpower games, no suffering. Folks, just faithful repetitions. All right, I'm Dr. Matt. Let's crush it. Recognize if this helps you, if this shows you a way of going about things, that health isn't built by heroic bursts, it's built by daily choosing the basics of health, accumulation, then please send us to your friends, send us to your family member. They need it. I know it. All right. Talk to you guys later.